Today, I'll be showing you how to create global colors. What do I mean by global colors? Creating global colors typically means that any change you make to one of the colors is affected across all your work. So if you've created multiple artboards and you've used a particular shade of a brand color, if a brand color is blue and red, and then they come to you and say, I don't think you should use red anymore. Please, could you change every single place where you've used red to pink? Definitely, as a designer, it can be very frustrating. But with the use of global colors, just one click of a button, and every single place where you've used the red color can be changed to purple. Let's dive right into it. So first things to note first with colors when it comes to Affinity Design is, for example, I create a shape and I give it this, it has this green color already by default, probably because I've used it before. And now I'm going to want to change all of this. I want to change the color, I want to do all of that. It's simple. If I click on my color here, and then I change the color to whichever color I want. Now, say for example, I want to work for a brand and their two major colors are, let me use circle for the second one. The second color for the brand is this shade of orange. And what do we do basically? I want to change, these are the two colors I'm supposed to be working with. So first things first, I would bring these two outside of my artboard, like so. And then I would want to create this and this as my global colors, so that wherever I use these colors across all pages, it's going to be like that. So take for example, I'm working with a rectangle. Let me make it a square. Okay, so it's even. I'm working with a square and I'm working with a circle. For proportion, I want them to align. Yeah. So I'll be creating multiple squares using the rectangle tool, and then I'll create multiple circles. So here's what I would do. Holding the shift key, I would click and drag. I want them smaller. So the move tool, shortcut for the move tool, is actually pressing the V key. So I'll click on this and then I'll duplicate this shape like so. You can hold the control, the shift, you click and drag, or you can actually do so by pressing the Ctrl J. So I duplicate like so, and then I press the Ctrl J to keep duplicating, and it keeps the same distance and width. So I will do the same thing again for my circle. I would come to my rectangle tool here, right click and click on the ellipse tool. Holding the shift key, I'm going to draw my circle, and then like so, I'll duplicate holding the Ctrl and J key. So right, we've done this. So what I want to do, all my shapes have taken these colors, right? I would highlight every single thing here. I could just change it to blue, but no, that's not what I want to do. So first I have to click on this shape and this color. I'll go over to my swatches panel, like so. And then what I'll simply do is create a global color. What I would do is to create a global color with this. Notice that when you come to this panel, you see add current fill to palette. Then the second one has a chain. That's what we're talking about. We want everything to be linked. So we're going to be clicking on this second option that says add current color to palette as a global color. Once I click on that, it creates this swatch here with this small white triangle, if you can see. So now that we've created that, all I will simply do is highlight every single rectangle or shape square that we have here, and then change it to the global color. I can click on this and do the same thing. So now we have that. And then the same thing for the circle. I have to click on the circle, also come to this place and select it as a color palette, as a global color. Doing that already, I can now highlight all of this and choose this color. Do the same for this one again. So what that means is if I select my circle and come over to my colors palette, or the client calls me and says, please, we don't want orange anymore, we want red, I said definitely would double click on this to change the color to red, and by doing so across all boards it's changing. If they say we don't want it to be blue anymore, we want it to be green, I definitely would click on this one outside, double click here, and change it to green, whatever shade of green that they say they want, and we are all good. Alright, this is not the best of examples, but I've created 2 artboards. Alright, you can create as many as possible. Take for example, you're working on a slide, or you're working on a brochure that has multiple pages, and you want to change one color and have it affected across all pages that you've created. So what I will simply do, like we've done before, I could click on this and then double click on this here and change the color. Now notice that even on the second page that's changed. That's definitely how easy it is to work. And then we can do this also. Double click on the red that we've created and change it to let me use something like this, and as you can see, it's changed across board. So I hope you understand. Please give a like, comment, and share. You can also comment in the comment section what you want me to work on next. I hope this video helps you. Welcome.